Thank you firstly to our phenomenal stage band who welcomed us outside this evening, commencing the night with some sweet jazz, conducted by and featuring our wonderful instrumental music teachers, Mr. Justin Hart and Miss Kayla Latta. Please give them a round of applause. As a proud Bardo man from the Torres Strait, I, Palm Beach Carmen State High School, students and staff acknowledge and pay respect to the traditional custodians of this land in which we meet. We acknowledge elders past, present and emerging, and extend our acknowledgement to any Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander students here today. As we celebrate 50 years for Palm Beach Currumbin High School, we're proud to state that we've emerged as one of the leading schools to have a high level of commitment to reconciliation and closing the gap. It is our hope that our school will continue to enhance the lives of our First Nations people. On behalf of our Executive Principal, Mr. Chris Capra, we'd like to formally welcome our distinguished guests, dedicated families, brilliant teachers, and outstanding award recipients here tonight. Thank you for being here to celebrate the achievements of some of our outstanding students. Of course, we are blessed to be celebrating PBC's 50th year in 2022, with this ceremony our 51st annual Senior Academic Awards. After a year of celebration and reflection on all we've achieved across our history, it seems fitting to end it recognising our students of today.
Tonight, we are truly honoured that this event is being attended by a number of special guests. We would like to formally welcome and acknowledge the Honourable Karen Andrews, MP, Federal Member for McPherson, Michael Hart, MP, State Member for Burleigh, Laura Gerber, MP, State Member for Currumbin, Councillor Daphne McDonald, Division 13, Darren Scott, Assistant Regional Director and Department of Education, Senior Sergeant Gavin Peachy and Senior Constable Kurt Fossil, Queensland Police Service, Melanie Allen, P&C President, Chairperson of School Council, and Chris Capra, our Executive Principal, Palm Beach Currumbin High School. We would also like to acknowledge the local principal from our surrounding primary schools, our PBC heads of department and teaching staff present from all school faculties. Without your guidance and mentorship, we simply would not be here tonight, celebrating a night of academic achievement. To all of our guests, thank you for your ongoing support of our student, this event, and for your significant contributions to the school community. Please extend a warm welcome to all of our official guests here this evening.
Tonight, Bella and I deliver our final school address as school captains of PBC, a place we've been privileged to lead and represent. In what has been a monumental year, filled with half a century of reflection, history, and the origins of our school culture, we'd like to thank the trust that our peers, friends, family, and mentors have held in us throughout the year. Representing the voice of the students and trying to forge a legacy of our own is no easy feat, and we're extremely proud of what this school has achieved in 2022.
This year is both a leadership team and a graduating cohort. We wanted to challenge ourselves by prioritising authenticity. With a shared vision for honesty and trust in our relationships and in ourselves, we have been passionate about developing connection and belonging across our school in every opportunity of which we have engaged in. With a foundation set at our leadership camp late last year and driving us ever since, we have tried to create chances for our students to become closer, identify with a sense of belonging, and connect as students, friends, and members of our local and global communities.
Earlier this year, we were provided the chance to meet with Peter and Melissa McGuinness, founders of You Choose, an organisation that raises awareness around youth driving and decision making. Through teary eyes, we learn of their son Jordan's story, a former graduate of PBC, and a proud Red who tragically passed away in a motor vehicle accident, along with 4 innocent others. As individuals and a collective, we are moved by the story and its unnerving relatability. Last week as a school, we celebrated another mighty Phoenicians house under a rain of red confetti. We were privileged to present You Choose with a cheque of $7,000 of student-raised funds. This sum was amounted to the number of initiatives held across the year that have made our year enjoyable and will help educate future drivers for the years to come.
We would like to thank every student who attended and contributed to any of our fundraising events this year. We've held Valentine's Day, Jersey Day, swimming and athletics carnivals, movie night, trivia night, and the amazingly well-named Christmas in August bingo night. Although the logistics of these events are challenging, the rewards in the form of memories have made our year exactly what we set out to be: fun, connected, and authentic. On behalf of Tano and myself, we would like to thank our friends and peers for their opinions, trust, and confidence in our leadership. We would particularly like to thank our Student Council, a team of wonderful prefects and vice captains who have worked tirelessly to make the year better for everybody around them. I know our friendships and experiences will extend far beyond these gates after our time at PBC is done, and for that we are really grateful.
Congratulations and good luck to all our award recipients tonight. These awards are significant achievements and are symbolic of not only your own continuous hard work and dedication, but that of your teachers and parents. You should all hold yourselves with pride as you now join an esteemed list of recipients past. We'd now like to introduce, to present his annual address, our Executive Principal, Mr. Chris Capra.
Good evening and welcome to our awards night. I spent term 3 at a different school. I was asked to go and look after Benowa State High as they undertook their recruitment and selection process, which they had to run 3 times as we're starting to run out of principals statewide. And it was interesting listening to our school captains present their charity this year and what it meant to them. And after you find out pretty quickly on the Gold Coast, there's only 2 degrees of separation between students at any given school. And when the senior students at Benowa had heard about the powerful yet interesting and entertaining message that was delivered about driver safety from former PBC parents and what had happened to their son and the other students in the car, the Benowa State High School students took a leaf out of the PBC School Leaders book and implemented the same program. So congratulations to this year's school captains and leaders. But PBC is a well-known school. We've got our own acronym, PBC. I didn't hear at my time at Benowa anyone call it BSHS. It actually doesn't sound real good off the tongue either. I could follow what was happening at this school on the back pages of the paper for what our sports excellence kids were up to. I could follow what our creative arts and academic excellence students were up to through Instagram or on Facebook. And it shows that PBC is a school that's out there and it's in the community. You get to see our sports program. In the last 3 weeks, now this sounds like a sports report, but stay with me. Our touch football girls, 1 team won the state titles, 2 finished the top 8. 3 of the 4 AFL teams won the state final, the other team were runner-up. Our soccer students are in a state final on Friday in the under-15 boys. We won 2 or 3 MR surfing shields. And we still have more competitions to come this year. So our sports are very high profile, they're public, we see it. There's generally an audience of anywhere between 200 and 1,000 at the game, plus the online streaming. We all know what we achieve in our sports. Last night I was at dance night. I believe there were over 900 tickets sold. On Friday night we have Music Under the Lights. Early, or in the middle of last term, we had the Eisteddfod. We have a drama festival. At each and every one of those events, we can see what the students have achieved because it's there, it's public, we can see it. There's a lot of accolades, there's a lot of immediate feedback. So if you play sports or you represent the school in the arts, it is something to be proud of and it's something that delivers instant gratification. But what we're here tonight to celebrate is academic success. It's a lot harder to see. We all know what this school stands for with sporting and arts success because we can see it. It's public, and Australians value sports and arts. Not so easy when we get to somebody who absolutely nails a very complicated trigonometry or calculus equation. It's not so easy to see a 2,500-word analytical essay for English extension, where the terminology with that English extension is that advanced and technical. It's actually hard for us who just speak normal English to understand what the students have just written about. It's hard to see a student who's undertaking a vocational education program nail 60 competencies in their first attempt. But tonight we celebrate those students who've had the equivalent of their grand final and won. Tonight we celebrate those students who finished first in their race. And for some of the students receiving a certificate tonight, they placed first out of 440 competitors in their year level. Or they finished first in that sector of the school to receive an overall award. So the students that you will see up on stage tonight just aren't the next doctors, lawyers and accountants. As our seniors will tell you, that's actually old school. They're the next generation of actuarial scientists. They're the next generation of systems analysts, the next generation of signals and counterintelligence officers, community service coordinators, or entrepreneurs and small business owners. And for most of you in the audience tonight on the southern end of the Gold Coast, we know that it's our small businesses that are the backbone of our local economy on this end of the coast. So well done to those students and well deserved. Your aptitude and attitude you've displayed to win these awards demonstrate that your skills, abilities and knowledge will ensure that you're well placed to make a choice about your future. Because the higher you achieve, the more choice you have in life as we move from secondary into tertiary education or secondary straight into employment. But having said that, so tonight we do acknowledge the brilliant work that you've done in your vocational education or academic program. Just ensure there's one thing that you need to have with it, and it's called balance. For every job applicant out there, or for every scholarship that a university is offering at the moment, interpersonal skills is the hidden criteria. Have a look at the job ads. It always says, must possess good interpersonal skills, must possess the ability to work in a team. So having said that, following up on my speech a little bit later tonight, we have two of our school captains from last year who are inspirational in their own journeys. First one of the smartest students I've met with in my career, who's sent us a videoed recording from Harvard University in the United States of America. The second one, also a very interesting story, and this doesn't dumb it down, but I see Zach all the time at the RSL. He reckons I've got the problem. He's actually performing there. And I'm quite happy to say I don't drink, so he can't go too far with that, but one of the most gifted musicians I've come across in my time. Academic excellence, creative arts excellence. Again, it's PBC. We try to be all things to all people. This is the bit where I do stick on script, because if I get wrong, somebody, usually Miss Skyring, says, Chris, you forgot to announce the dancers. It now gives me great delight to introduce a performance which has stolen the show many times already this year. It was the closing act of our reminiscing 50th anniversary art celebration earlier in the year, and was a standout in our annual dance night just last night at Hodder. To perform, don't stop till you get enough. Please welcome our Dance Excellence Jazz Super Team.
You know, I was wondering, if you could keep up, because the force got a lot of power, It makes me feel like
Thank you to our outstanding dancers for that fantastic performance. And congratulations once more for an amazing dance. To commence the announcement of our academic awards night, I would now like to welcome our head of Year 10, Ms. Krista Ianson, to announce the recipients of the Year 10 Academic Awards. To present these awards on stage, please also welcome our head of department, Student Engagement, Mr. Brad Dixon, and head of department, Academic Excellence, Ms. Sally Farrell.
Thank you, Tanu, and good evening. Year 10 is a critical year in high school as students transition from junior to senior school. With academic demands increasing significantly, coupled with the challenges of new pathways and teenage life, Year 10 can often be a difficult transition for our young learners. I'm pleased to say, however, that our Year 10s have risen to this challenge this year. They've been highly impressive in both choosing their pathways and mastering the skills required to continue their success in Year 11 and 12. This cohort is enthusiastic, they're energetic, and they're a whole heap of fun. And it's been my pleasure this year to work alongside them and help them develop. I'd like to welcome again Sally and Brad to the stage, on hand tonight to present with our awards. This evening, we recognise Year 10 students who have topped their academic subject in 2022. To commence our award winners, Zehani Bernholt, Dance Excellence. Very quick change for Zehani. Tage Britton, Science. Lane Brown, Drama, Drama Excellence, and Media Arts. Bailey Burns, Specialist Mathematics. Amelia Carter, Visual Arts. Eden Chernov, Marine Science. Eli Comerford, English Extension. Kai Cavino, Fitness and Recreation. Please continue that applause and congratulate our first round of recipients. Continuing on, Yasmin Danielson, Visual Arts Excellence. Sienna Dillon, English Foundation. Cameron Dixon, Music Excellence. Ali Galvin, Health and Psychology. Cass Goyne, History. Charlotte Hart, Design and Engineering. Lachlan Haysom, Digital Technology and Mathematics Extension. Bristi Islam, Career Education Program. Congratulations to this group of award recipients. Talisa Jones, Literature and Philosophy and Reason. Sunny Karma, Health and Physical Education. Macy Kruger, Mathematics. Kalyani Locha, English. Liam McCormack, Spanish. Jeriah Ratcliffe, Health and Psychology. Victoria Ristovsky, Legal Studies. Taya Rose, Food Specialisations. Damon Swellwell, Mathematics Foundation. Caitlin Trapnell, Materials and Technologies Specialisations. And Rebecca Watmo, Economics and Business. Congratulations to these students. And also to all of our Year 10 academic award winners this evening. I wish you all the very best for Year 11 and 12, and no doubt you'll be back up here again in the future. To present the Year 11 academic awards, please welcome Head of Year 11, Mr. Ryan Jesser.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ryan Jesser. I'm Head of Year 11, and I'm here to present awards to our most outstanding Year 11 academics. Year 11 is the year in high school of most change and development academically and personally. Students begin to visualise their strengths and their dreams, developing self-awareness and resilience, all the while facing the challenges of becoming young adults. Academic results across Year 11 have been pleasing, and this grade continues to lead the school in their engagement, energy and understanding of our values. I look forward to witnessing some brilliant efforts in their final year of school as they build towards becoming the graduating cohort of 2023. The following awards recognise those Year 11 students who are the top performing students in their individual subjects. Impressively, in some instances, Year 11 awards are being presented to our Year 10 variable progression students. These students are not only completing a subject a year in advance, but achieving at the top of that cohort, a remarkable achievement. For all our recipients, these awards are outstanding achievements and one which the students should be very proud of. I would like to acknowledge Mr. Trent Hargy, Head of Department Senior Mathematics, and Ms. Leanne Bramley, Head of Department Senior Science, who will present these awards. Please make them welcome. First up, we have Layla Ahern for English and Specialist Maths. Jet Babovic, Industrial Graphic Skills. Sari Bear, Music. Jade Bailey, Health. Charlotte Bonner for aquatic practices. Ben Burgess, Media Arts in Practice. Cade Burn-Smith, Certificate 2 in Skills for Work and Vocational Pathways. Ethan Campbell, Biology. Please congratulate these wonderful award winners. Continuing on, we have Kira Gordon G, Certificate 2 in Kitchen Operations. Anzian Hall, Social and Community Studies. Here's Kira, sorry. Tara Harrington, Business. Lachlan Haysom, Philosophy and Reason, one of our Year 10 students. Rio Heaney, Economics. Macy Hetherington, Certificate 4, Crime and Justice. Erin Holt, Design. Trista Hutchison, General Maths. Please congratulate these wonderful students. We're just going to skip back here. We're going to go to Lewis Chapman, Certificate 2 in Engineering. You're welcome. Madison Clark, Essential Maths. Abigail Clinic, Drama Excellence. Maria Del Zotto Bertolini, Spanish. Balin Donald, Industrial Technology Skills. Alana Edwards, Chemistry and Mathematical Methods and Psychology. Brendan Forbes, Tourism. Jamie Gentner, Film, Television and New Media and Literature. Please congratulate these wonderful award recipients. Lily Jones, Certificate 3 in Fitness. Emmy King, Certificate 4, Crime and Justice. Alora Lapredi for Drama. Sean Lunny, Engineering. Corinne Mahuika, Modern History. Danica Mason, Physical Education. Carolina Malro, Hospitality Practices. Emily Meikle-John, Visual Arts in Practice. Please congratulate these wonderful award recipients. Continuing on, Nicholas Monger, Certificate 1 Construction. Charlotte Pastor, Diploma of Business and Food and Nutrition. Brielle Pierce, Dance and Dance Excellence. Ava Schenk, Legal Studies. William Todd, Visual Arts. Austin Turley, Music Excellence. Achina Vering, Marine Science. And Montana Wakeling, Essential English. Please congratulate these wonderful award recipients. And finally, we have Kailana Warren, Geography and Literature and Physics. Ryan Wildman, Sport and Recreation. And Alyssa Wilkins, Business Studies. Please congratulate these wonderful award recipients. Congratulations to these students and all our Year 11 academic award winners. Your performance in these subjects is truly remarkable. We wish you all the best in your Year 12 studies, and I am confident you will make wonderful leaders of our school in 2023. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jessa, and congratulations to our academic award recipients across Year 10 and Year 11 on your achievements. Year 11's best of luck as you embark on your final year of studies and your preparation for what I can assure you has been a wonderful year. One of the most enjoyable aspects of Awards Night and annual tradition is to welcome back our leaders of past years, now esteemed alumni of our school, to share with us advice and lessons learned from the past 12 months. For us Year 12s, having our next speaker here is a stark reminder of how fast the past year has travelled. For it was exactly 12 months ago that Taino and I were named school captain and received our badges from these very people. And the year that has come has been a blur. It is my great pleasure to welcome back, to conduct the alumni address for 2022, my former guitar teacher and our 2022 school captain, Zach Hubbard. followed by a special video message from our female school captain, Tallulah Ratcliffe, who unfortunately can't be with us in person this evening. So please make welcome Zach to the stage.
First of all, I'd like to say how good it is to be back. I really appreciate the invite. It's always a pleasure to come and spend time with this beautiful community. I had a great time at school. Just thanks again. Another thing I want to bring attention to is the dance that we witnessed before. I've seen it once before, which was at the 50th Arts Ceremony, maybe a month ago. I can't remember too much about that. But it's one of my favourite dances, and I've been flogging Michael Jackson since. I'm so glad Mum and Dad aren't home every now and then so I can turn up the stereo and have a jump in the lounge room. Anyway, good evening, Mr. Capra, PBC staff and students, families, friends, and the wider Palm Beach and Currumbin community. It is a great pleasure to be speaking once more on this stage where I, alongside hundreds of other students, have made memories never to be forgotten. My better half in leadership, and certainly in academics, Tallulah Ratcliffe, currently resides overseas in the USA at Harvard University, which is why I'm here alone in person. But we will be hearing from her a little bit later. A few pieces I have that I'd like to share with our current graduates and new school leaders. During my final year or two of schooling, I dabbled around multiple ideas of what I might like to do after school. Taking inspiration from my music teachers here at PBC, I quickly jumped on the idea of chasing music teaching as a career that I might like to pursue. I quickly jumped on that idea of music teaching, but since then, that idea has slowly but surely thrown itself out the window. After an average amount of study, I received an average ATAR result that didn't set me up for much. What I'm getting at is even if you're unsure of what you might like to do after school, you've got to put in the hours and study, study, study. Because frankly, I'm jealous now of those that walked out of the exam room knowing that they scored themselves an ATAR of 95. That was the difference between Tallulah and I, and is why she'll be talking to you from overseas. That was a good one, wasn't it? God. Anyway, although you may never utilise the full impact of your ATAR, you never know when you will require that score to make life easier for you in the future. Certainly not something you can complain about. To the new school leaders more directly, receiving your badges tonight is not only a privilege, but an honour to represent this community that we belong to. I want you all to wear your badges with pride every day you attend school, and please don't lose them. Although if you do, Mr. Kennedy does have about 1,000 brand new ones sitting in his office somewhere. So don't give yourself a heart attack if you misplace your badge. The most important thing I can tell you is to have fun while you lead. Because if you're not having fun, then the 400 other students in your grade won't be either. You can work by the book and you can wear your PBC socks, but as long as you're having a laugh along the way, everything will work out just as it should. That might be the Sunrise cash cow. I don't know. You got that? All good? $20,000? Koshi and the Sunrise team? I've lost my place now. Should have been a TV representative. That's not even the word. Presenter. There we go. I was asked by Mr. Kennedy to touch on the things that I learned at school and how that has applied to my current life, and I can inform you with great happiness that since my final exams, I have not needed to use the following at all: Pythagoras' theorem, many quotes of Macbeth, and the understanding that a nucleus contains chromosomes. It wasn't so much the curriculum that has had a great effect on my life, but the other lessons that were taught to me by not only my teachers, but all the staff of the school. To be kind and grateful. If it weren't for these lessons, I don't know how I would have turned out. After moving to PBC in grade 8 from Mullumbimby, I was shy and lonely. To compare myself to the person that I was, I'm very proud of the person that I've become, and I'd honestly believe that those were two separate people. I'm very grateful for all the things that PBC has done for me and for the fine young man they've created. Since graduating last November, I've been working as a full-time musician, playing solo gigs from Brunswick Heads to north of Brisbane. More recently, I've applied for the Australian Federal Police and the Australian Defence Force. There's not much more to tell you regarding my career pursuits, so if you'd like to know more of my personal life, you can see me after the show, or you can check me out at a gig if you'd like. One thing that I know now that I wish I knew before I'd graduated is that I'm only young. I've got plenty of time to sort my life out and find my place in the world. Don't stress out about what you might be doing in 5 years, because in 5 years' time you could be a completely different person. Get out there and live a little before you join the machine. It's good to be back. Thank you. I'd now like to introduce from Harvard University my fellow 2021 school captain, Tallulah Ratcliffe.
Good evening, PBC staff, parents, and caregivers, and of course, wonderful PBC students and award recipients. My name is Tallulah Ratcliffe, and I was, alongside Zach, PBC's 2021 school captain. But before I start explaining who and where I am a year later, I want to wholeheartedly congratulate the achievements of the 2022 Year 12 cohort. You should be very proud of yourselves for sitting in this hall right now, and I'm extremely excited for you guys to be so close to the end. You're almost there, and the incredible results displayed tonight speak to your character and determination to succeed. I am proud of you. I'm sure your parents, caregivers, and teachers, they're all proud of you. But I think it's most important that you see yourself and are actively acknowledging how well you have done. Be proud. Speaking of celebrating achievements, as you can see around me, I have the honor of speaking to you from the iconic steps of Harvard University's Widener Library. I know everybody says it, especially here, but if you had told me at my academic awards nights 1 year ago that I would have genuinely made it, that I would be living and studying at the US in my dream Ivy League school, I would have laughed. Not because I think it's particularly funny, but because I am constantly in a state of surreality. I look around me and it almost always doesn't hit me that this is where I am, and that this is the culmination of years of hard work and persistence and effort. It's crazy. I have learnt so much since I sat in the same seats as you, and I feel like just 1 year really can change perspectives on so many things. Though there are so many lessons I'd love to explore in depth for hours, I'll focus on a curse, or a blessing if manipulated in the right way, that I'm sure afflicts many of you, as it did me, particularly in Year 12, perfectionism. It's ridiculously easy to be caught in an academic trap of flawlessness, to see near perfect grades as the minimum for pride, to constantly compare yourself to your peers and measure your own self-worth as a mere comparison to others. I certainly was prone to this, and it's difficult not to be in a rigorously competitive high school world of ATARs and subject rankings. If there is one piece of advice that I can bestow upon you, I want it to be that being perfect is fake. It's a myth, it's a facade, it's impossible, and you shouldn't even want to idolize this conception of perfection, especially when it comes to the results of a single exam, or a school grade, or a ranking. You as a person are so much more than that, and you will exhaust yourself physically and mentally if you always have this intangible goal of perfection in your mind. And I think much of this exhaustion comes from a lack of stopping for a moment and just reflecting on how far you have come and how much hard work you have put into your studies and the amazing results you have reaped thus far because of it. The funny thing is, if you release this untouchable, unattainable goal of perfect, and instead you regularly take breaks to reflect on how incredible you evidently are all doing, you will benefit so much more academically and just in all other aspects of your life. Too often we are deterred by a very Australian tall poppy syndrome, where celebrating your own achievements in everyday life or in academic life is criticised or dissuaded as vain or self-centered. But it comes back to my sentiments at the beginning of the video. If you are proud of yourselves, just like we are all proud of you, and you actually take time to relish in your achievements, you will better yourself. It's something I'm definitely still working on, but so far it's helped me a lot in being more organized and productive, because you're not putting off starting or continuing work in the fear that it won't be perfect right away. And most of the time, my work is actually intellectually better when I'm doing it without this self-imposed pressure. The last thing I'll say that I've learned hand in hand with this is how fulfilling it is to appreciate and be proud of others and their achievements, honestly and without resentment or jealousy. To simply admire the impressiveness of others and yourself in an academic space. I am surrounded at Harvard with the most inspiring people I have ever met, and where once I would be intimidated by one of my best Saeed from Lebanon, who is about to embark on an 8-day trip to be the keynote speaker for education in front of the UN, I am invigorated instead by his success, inspired to work towards something similar for myself. Plus, I'm featured in one of the photos that he's presenting to the United Nations, so that's pretty cool as well. All in all, be proud of yourselves. As you are going into your last exams, be excited to do your best and then be done. After your exams, celebrate without a crushing disappointment that is really going to be inevitable if you go into those exams expecting perfect. There is beauty in celebrating yourself, there is beauty in imperfection, and there is beauty in shared pride. And tonight is a perfect opportunity, pardon the very intentional pun, to start seeing and utilizing this beauty in all of its fullness. Thank you so much for listening. I hope my words have been helpful. And if anybody's interested in applying overseas or just want someone to talk to them about perfectionism or anything else, please feel free to reach out. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you to Zach for returning once again, and to Tulula for taking the time out of her Harvard studies to be thinking of us. Thank you for inspiring us not only as leaders, but as proud PBC Reds, and for your reflection and learnings around this past year. Your honesty, reflection, advice, and most importantly, your time is something that we greatly appreciate. I'm now delighted to welcome our final performance for the evening, featuring Year 11 Music Excellence students Sari Bear on vocals and Emmy Podmel on piano, performing Once I Was Loved. After their performance, we'll welcome Miss Elise Bradford, Principal of the Senior School, to address the Assembly for our annual address. Please put your hands together for Sari and Emmy.
Thank you once again to Sari and Emmy. What a beautiful performance. My name is Elise Bradford and I am the Principal of Senior Secondary. Tonight I've come to the stage with a message, and that message centres around the privilege of choice. It's not quite until choice is removed from an individual that we realise its power. And what a privilege it is to be able to choose to send your young person to their local public school at PBC, knowing that when you send them here, they'll receive a world-class education that celebrates them as an individual with their unique individual strengths. An educational institution that above all else judges their success not just on test scores or report cards, but on the ability for the student to choose a pathway and to walk out of our school gates facing a life of choice of where they will study or work or what they will do with their future. It is in the diversity of skills that we work tirelessly to embed in our cohorts that we create and mould individuals that are both offered and able to make choices. It was evident this year, more than any other year with our 50th anniversary at PBC, that this really is a community unto itself. And it's a community that breeds broad-scale talent, stretching from the stage to the field and all things in between. The faces that you see on the screen behind me tell a story, and that story is one of choice. It's a story that we are proud of in our Reds tradition. The students that you see here have made clear choices enabled by their successes at our school. Tallulah, who we've just heard from, chose to engage in our signature variable progression programs, graduating with an ATAR of 99.6 and choosing to attend Harvard University, fulfilling what is quite clearly a lifelong dream of hers. Zach Munn, another face above me here, was afforded the opportunity to take on an apprenticeship whilst still studying at our school. This has resulted in full-time work this year for him as a plasterer in our building industry that continues to flourish on the Gold Coast and build the very homes that we live in. Kinta Munro was supported by mentors and staff at this school, studying in our science and maths faculties and being successful in being awarded the Sir Peter Doherty STEM Award, going on to win the Sir Samuel Griffith Full Scholarship last year, allowing her the choice to study in any field that she wished, free of charge, at Griffith University. The examples and faces that I use are from but one cohort, and are just a few of the many successful individuals that we graduated just last year. This is repeated year on year, cohort on cohort at PBC. And it's not until we have these opportunities to pause that we can really reflect on the impact that we have as a great public school. Our senior school this year has once again offered a suite of opportunities to our students with more than 30 subjects in each year level. These subjects allowed students to study everything from the highest level of mathematics extension to diplomas to hands-on carpentry and health services. We finished last year with close to 500 VET qualifications shared with just under 400 students. 10% of our graduating ATAR cohort finished with a score above 95, and we had 6 perfect study scores. These are results, but what we see this translate to in real life are graduates that walk out of our gates with choice and pathways post-school. This is evidenced by the data that we saw this year, reflecting our highest level of engagement post-school, with 94% of those who were surveyed saying they are meaningfully engaged in work and study 1 year post-graduation. And for me, leading a principal as of the senior school, the fact that these students remain engaged post-school in pathways that are meaningful to them that they have chosen means that our team is succeeding in what we set out to do. I stand proudly before you not only to celebrate the exceptional academic data that we produce, but to celebrate the diversity of our offerings. Because our society needs innovators, it needs creators, it needs artists, and it needs academics. This is why tonight you've seen us not only recognise students for their GPAs, but to recognise them for being top of the field that they choose to excel in. A moment to pause. To those who have directly or indirectly enriched the lives of the young people that we celebrate tonight and the others in the cohorts beside them, I would like to give my gratitude. To our teachers who are here tonight and those who aren't, to our teacher aides, our support staff, our sports and extracurricular coaches, our parents and our broader community. Thank you. The proud outcomes of our school are a direct reflection of the devotion that is poured into our students every day. If we as a village can continue to work together to create a life of choice for our young people, we have truly done our duty. Congratulations to the young people who will walk across this stage tonight. May your life be filled with choice, and may you find the occasional opportunity to pause and show gratitude for the privilege that that choice brings. Thank you. I would now like to introduce, I'm catching up on the script here because I brought my own piece of paper, which I wasn't supposed to. I'm assuming I'm introducing our head of Year 12 to award our Year 12 subject recipients. Jared Wells, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Elise. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jared Wells, and I have the pleasure of being the head of Year 12, working alongside our fabulous class of 2022. It has been a humbling and enjoyable experience working alongside our graduating Year 12s as they complete their PBC journey. I can confidently assure you they are well and truly ready to transition into the next phase of their lives with confidence, maturity, and a huge dose of red spirit. As a school, we are incredibly proud of their efforts and the resilience across these years, but particularly this year, where their focus, drive and self-worth has allowed them to succeed. We are so very proud of this cohort and the legacy in which they will leave, and look forward to the release of their final ATAR results in December. To assist with the delivery of our academic awards, I would like to acknowledge Head of Department HPE, Mr. Shane Roberts, and Head of the Department Senior English, Miss May Christensen. Both Shane and May have played pivotal roles in the lives of our graduates for decades, and at PBC we would be lost without them both. Please make them welcome. It is my pleasure to announce the following students who have topped the Year 12 subjects in 2022. Maximus Barber, Chemistry. Sari Bear, Engineering. Lily Barnes, English and Literature Extension. Romany Berry, Physical Education. Jacob Bedard and Coyne, Life Skills Program. Charlotte Bonner, Business. Lucy Callahan, Biology and Certificate for Crime and Justice. And Hannah Daly, Philosophy and Reason. Congratulations to these wonderful award recipients. Lyra DeCarli, Essential Mathematics. Talia Derns, Health. Kai Dula, Aquatic Practices. Kaylin Dwelly Dodd, Certificate 2 in Self-Awareness and Development. Malaya Dimmick, Hospitality Practices. Gemma Edwards, Certificate 3 in Health Services. Alana Edwards, Biology. And Nathan Farrell, Specialist Mathematics. Congratulations to these wonderful award recipients. Zane Fiore, Certificate 2 in Engineering. Samantha Franklin, General Mathematics and Geography and Visual Arts. Ron Frawley, Music and Music Extension Composition. Sarah Froon Gale, Tourism. Ashley Haas, Drama. Jada Haybiddle, Business Studies. Summer Hornstra Bowers, Film, Television, New Media, and English and Literature, Extension and Literature. And Bella Iverack, Certificate 4 in Fitness. Congratulations to these award winners. Libby Johnstone, Visual Arts in Practice. Liam Locker, Economics and Digital Solutions. Sean Lunny, Physics. Jake Matsushita, Mathematics Methods and Specialist Mathematics. Caleb McCormack, Industrial Graphic Skills. Isabella McNeil, Legal Studies and Biology. Carly Meadow, Media Arts in Practice. And Kate Mitchell, Drama Excellence and Design. Congratulations to these wonderful award recipients. Amber Moore Williamson, Essential English. Leilani Neal, Dance Excellence and Biology. Tanu Nona, Biology. Annika O'Neill, English and Literature Extension and Biology. Lana O'Neill, English and Literature Extension and Biology and Chemistry. Luke Pash, Economics. Sunny Page, Music in Practice. And Damon Perkins, Music Extension Performance. Please congratulate these wonderful award recipients. Dempole Perry, Certificate 1 in Construction. Rico Ratner, Industrial Technology Skills. Angie Smith, Psychology. Reese Sultana, Certificate 3 in Hospitality. Kaylee Sutherland, Dance. Jarvis Valance, Sport and Recreation. Ryan Withers, Social and Community Studies. And Natalia Zambelli, Modern History. Congratulations to these award winners. Congratulations to our Year 12s on an outstanding achievement. It has been an absolute privilege to serve as your head of year and work alongside you through every challenge and accomplishment. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wells, and congratulations to our friends on your awards. Topping subjects in Year 12 is no small feat. To commence the final component of the evening and present our special awards, we welcome back to the trophy table our Principal of Senior School, Miss Elise Bradford. To commence the presentation of our special awards, please welcome our Head of Department of the Arts, Lauren Scarring.
Thank you, Bella. It's my pleasure to commence the presentation of our special awards and would firstly like to welcome to the stage Richard O'Keefe and Christine Hawkins from the Lions Club of Palm Beach, Currumbin. Our first award is the Palm Beach Currumbin Lions Citizenship Award. The Palm Beach Currumbin Lions Club works in partnership with PBC to encourage young people to be active citizens. The Citizenship Award is presented to an outstanding student who has demonstrated their commitment in making our community a better place to live by embodying the spirit of active citizenship, looking out for their peers and enriching our school. And this young leader has most certainly achieved all of this and more. The recipient of the Palm Beach Currumbin Lions Citizenship Award is Isabella Edge. Congratulations, Bella, and thank you to Richard, Christine, and the PBC's Lions Club for their continued support of our students. To present our next award, please welcome the President of Palm Beach Currumbin Lions Club, Mr. Peter Smith, and the President of the Palm Beach Currumbin Lions Auxiliary, Mrs. Sonia Smith, to the stage. The Palm Beach Currumbin Lions Auxiliary is supporting the next outstanding student with a bursary to the value of $500, and that's to assist with their future study expenses. This award, the Marie Graves Memorial Award, acknowledges outstanding service to our school and the community. And this year's recipient has been a wonderful leader, a wonderful role model, and support and all-rounder for the entirety of her schooling. She is passionate and has truly been a joy to be around every moment of her PBC journey. And the recipient of the Palm Beach Currumbin Lions Citizenship Auxiliary Award by Marie Greaves, Memorial Award is Leilani Neild. Congratulations, Leilani, and thank you to Peter and Sonia for their time and your wonderful support. To present the Quatsif Young Indigenous Leader Awards, please welcome a wonderful support to our Indigenous community, both within and outside of PBC, the Director of our Clontarf Academy, Mr. Andy Lovell. The 2022 Quatsif Young Indigenous Leader Award recognises outstanding leadership from senior students who are role models and leaders within their school community. It is an esteemed award, not only within the Indigenous community, but also within our school and our state. We are very fortunate to have 3 winners of the Quatsif Young Indigenous Leader Award this evening. So congratulations to Kai Ferguson, Tanu Nona, and finally Jakeem Thompson. All 3 of these young, fine gentlemen have developed into wonderful leaders within our Indigenous programs this year. And these students are fine students and role models in their own right. But most importantly, they are passionate and strong young Indigenous voices in our proud community. Congratulations to our 3 Quatsif leaders, and thank you also to Andy. To assist in presenting our next 2 awards, I would like to invite the Honourable Karen Andrews, MP Federal Member for McPherson, to the stage to join Miss Bradford. The Honourable Karen Andrews MP Award for Service to Others recognises a student who contributes selflessly to our school and general community, exemplifying all that we as a community could hope to embody in our young future leaders. It is a wonderful acknowledgement for a very deserving senior student who embodies our school values of rising every day stronger. The recipient of the 2022 Karen Andrews MP Award for Service to Others goes to Logan Manuel Magari. Well done, well done. Congratulations, Logan. Earlier in the year, one of our wonderful students was fortunate enough to be recognised for her dedication to community service and improving the lives of those around her. Oh, I'm sorry. Congratulations. Earlier in the year, One of our wonderful students was fortunate enough to be recognised for her dedication to community service, improving the lives of those around her, and for being an outstanding member of our community as part of the Karen Andrews Owen Macpherson Young Community Achiever Awards. And with these awards recognising young people from across our electorate, this is both an outstanding and deserved achievement for a young lady who has left a significant legacy on our school across year levels and across her years. Please congratulate the 2022 recipient of the Macpherson Young Community Achiever Award, Lily Suttle. Congratulations, Lily, and thank you to Honourable Karen Andrews for being with us this evening and your support of our students and community. I'd now like to welcome to the microphone our Head of Department Senior Schooling, Mr Mick McDougall, and to assist Miss Bradford on stage, our Senior Guidance Officer, Mr Stephen Jones.
Good evening all. We are very fortunate here at PBC to have outstanding relationships with our local tertiary institutions, and tonight provides an opportunity to acknowledge these students who have completed advanced programs and subjects at university while still balancing their senior academic studies here at school. Thank you to our presenters, Elise and Steve, who work tirelessly year-round to support our students with information regarding tertiary programs and our fantastic relationships with our local universities. Our first award acknowledges a student who studied a university subject early this year at Queensland University of Technology. This fine young man completed the unit Building IT Systems in semester 1 this year, exiting with a result of 96% and a high distinction. Please congratulate our START QUT Award winner, Jed Clancy. Congratulations, Jed. Congratulations, Jed. The Griffith University Spark Award aims to identify and acknowledge amazing qualities within our young leaders. Griffith remains a strong supporter of our school and offers a range of tertiary pathways for many of our graduating students. The Griffith University Remarkable Award acknowledges a Year 11 student who exemplifies the remarkable attributes of leadership, balance, passion and uniqueness. All very fine qualities indeed. Congratulations to our 2022 Griffith University Remarkable Award recipient, Hannah Daly. Congratulations, Hannah. Congratulations, Hannah, a very well-deserving recipient, and thank you, Steve, for your support of these awards. Congratulations, Hannah. To present the next two awards, I'd like to welcome Councillor Daphne McDonald to the stage. Thank you, Steve. Our next recipient completed his advanced tertiary study program earlier this year at the University of Queensland as part of the UQ Enhanced Studies program. He again achieved outstanding results whilst completing semester 1 in economics for business. Please congratulate our UQ Enhanced Studies program recipient, Luke Pash. Congratulations, Luke. For our final round of university awards, we acknowledge 4 students, 3 from Year 11 and 1 from Year 12, who have completed the Bond University Subject for a Semester program. These students enrolled and completed a Bond subject last semester, again alongside their demanding senior academic load. Please congratulate our Bond University's Subject for a Semester award winners. Kiana Cox, Jamie Gentner, Alicia Hill, and Deborah Zale. Congratulations, students, and thank you to both Elise and Councillor McDonald. I'd like to welcome to the microphone to present the next round of awards our Deputy Principal of Year 10, Mr. Peter Hughes, to the stage. Please welcome our Executive Principal, Mr. Chris Capra, and our Head of Department Senior Science, Miss Leanne Bramley.
Good evening. My name is Peter Hughes, Deputy Principal of Year 10. It is my pleasure to again recognise the achievement of one of our very special young leaders. The Peter Doherty Indigenous STEM Awards are presented to only a handful of students across Queensland, dedicated to Indigenous students who excel and forge new avenues within STEM subjects and programs. We are very fortunate as a school to have this student lead our academic programs, and he is very deserved of the recipient of this acknowledgement. We wish him all the best in his future studies, and he should be very proud of his achievements. Congratulations to the recipient of the Peter Doherty Indigenous STEM Awards, Tanano. Congratulations, Tanu, and thank you, Ms. Bramley. I would now like to welcome Mr. Michael Hart, MP for Burleigh, to the stage. Mr. Michael Hart, MP's Future Leaders Awards recognise a student from each year level that has improved significantly in their leadership and continues to exhibit potential for future leadership into their post-schooling life and studies. These students lead by example in their everyday life and are able to identify, encourage and foster leadership qualities in others. We thank Michael Hart for your investment in our young leaders and your generous sponsorship for both this award and supporting these students. Congratulations to the 3 recipients of the Michael Hart MP Future Leader Award. Year 10, Sunny Karma. Year 11, Mia Cuff. Year 12, Paige Tooth. We are sure these 3 recipients will flourish in their future, already processing and outstanding leadership skills. Congratulations to you. Our next award recognises a very special student who was recently recognised at Government House for this very honour. The Order of Australian Citizenship Award recognises outstanding leadership and dedication to the community across all Queensland students. Nominated for this recognition due to our recipients' tireless dedication to our local school and wider community. through her role as president of the PBC Leos Club and our school vice captain. Our award recipient of the Order of Australian Citizen Award has left a wonderful legacy on PBC, which will be impossible to replace. She is very deserving of such a high recognition, and it is a joy to acknowledge her again tonight. Please congratulate Lily Suttle. Congratulations once again, Lily. Thank you to Mr. Michael Hart. To announce our final section of the evening, please welcome back Mitch Kennedy, Deputy Principal of Year 11 and 12, and to present the next couple of awards, Miss Laura Gerber, MP, Member of Currumbin. Thanks, Laura.
Everyone else did it. Oh, jeez. Thank you, Pete, and welcome, Laura. Good evening, my name is Mitch Kennedy, privileged to be the Deputy Principal of Year 11 and 12, and delighted to be presenting these final awards to some remarkable students. The Ampol All-Rounder Award is a nationally recognised award celebrating a student that demonstrates a breadth of qualities, not only within academia, but also in leadership, personal conduct, participation, and dedication to our fine school. This award truly recognises a student who's had a positive influence across many aspects of PBC. It's an esteemed award with a vibrant history, with several past recipients being featured on the walls around us as school ambassadors. Tonight's recipient is no different. Having led our school in academic, leadership, community development, and on the sporting field, his influence has been far-reaching and impactful. Please congratulate our 2022 Ampol All-Rounder, Tanu Nona. Congratulations, Tanu. The nationally recognised and selected Australian Defence Force Long-Term Leadership Awards are presented to a deserving Year 10 and Year 12 student, acknowledging leadership and teamwork within our community, qualities that reflect the values of the Australian Defence Force, this award's sponsor. This evening, 2 outstanding students will be recognised for their exemplary demonstration of these values and for showing great promise in becoming not only a leader today, but also of tomorrow. Again, these are prestigious awards, which not every school has the opportunity to recognise, and so we are grateful very much to do so. Please congratulate our Year 10 Long 10 Leadership Award recipient, Emma Suttle. And our Year 12 recipient, Ezekiel Stortenbecker. Congratulations to both Emma and Zeke. The Australian Defence Force Future Innovators Award acknowledges a Year 10 and Year 12 student once more who've excelled academically, primarily in STEM subjects. These students personify the work ethic, values and persistence required to succeed in the world of academic innovation outside the gates of PBC. The recipients of the 2022 ADF Long-Tan Future Innovators Awards are Year 10, Charlotte Hart. And Year 12, Jada Flynn. Congratulations, both Charlotte and Jada. The Griffith University Sir Samuel Griffith Scholarship is a principal-recommended award which aims to recognise and provide tertiary assistance to the state's most brilliant students. This prestigious scholarship is valued up to $24,000 and is awarded to students who possess outstanding qualities in leadership, civic responsibility, social awareness, motivation, and of course, academic achievement. This year we are very fortunate to have one student be offered the Sir Samuel Griffith Scholarship for 2023 and beyond, and we are very grateful for the support of Griffith University once more. The recipient of the Sir Samuel Griffith Scholarship for 2022 is Tanu Nona. Well done, Tanu. Congratulations to Tanu, and a huge thank you to Laura Gerber for your attendance and assistance this evening presenting these awards. We now move on to one of our final sections for the evening, including the recognition of our outgoing and incoming student leaders. To assist Mr. Capra in acknowledging our student leaders, I'd like to welcome once more Principal of Senior School, Ms. Elise Bradford, to the stage. Student leaders at PBC take on the responsibility of representing student voice, volunteering numerous hours of their time throughout the year to run student activities and simply make our school a better place. These young people should be congratulated for their commitment to their cause this year. Personally, it's been an absolute pleasure working alongside these leaders in improving the school experience for their peers, cohort, and school in which they so passionately represent. In 2022, our leaders have been simply phenomenal, helping change and grow the fabric of our school through their authenticity and connectedness to both place and to one another. It's quite simply been a joy to work each day with this wonderful group of young people who have represented themselves and the Reds with pride. To be congratulated by Mr. Capra and Ms. Bradford for their service and dedication to PBC, please welcome to the stage for the final time our 2022 Student Council. Our prefects, Max Bullpit. Chloe Coombs. Lily Findlay. Logan Manuel McGarry. Katrina Morgan. Amelia Ratalava. Ezekiel Stortenbecker. And Paige Tooth. Now stay there, guys. We're getting a full squad here. Our vice captains, Jed Clancy. Leilani Neild. Luke Pash. And Lily Suttle. And finally, our school captains, Isabella Edge. And Tanu Nona. Please congratulate our 2022 Student Council. Our 2023 Student Council is filled with outstanding Year 11 students who we trust will represent PBC with honour, excellence, and our core value of nil sed optima, nothing but the best. The 2023 Student Council will be made up of 8 prefects, 4 school vice captains, and of course, 2 school captains, all of whom will be allocated portfolios and work together to represent each student's voice within our school community. Each of these students was selected following an exhaustive process, which included an 8-week leadership course, response to written criteria, a selection panel interview, student and staff votes, and the very daunting address to their Year 11 cohort. I wholeheartedly thank all of our teachers, but in particular, Head of Year, Mr. Ryan Jesser, Mr. Jared Wells, and Mr. Shane Roberts for their mentorship of this group of young leaders in the lead up to their election. Whilst these students know that they are part of the leadership team for next year, they are eagerly awaiting to hear what positions of leadership they have been assigned. Students, as I call your name, please come up to the stage to receive your badge from our dignitaries as well as your outgoing counterpart. Our 2023 school prefects are Hannah Daly, Sam Emerson, Kiki Iliuk, Jake Latio, Hayley Lyons, Indiana Cinnamon, Asher Webb, and Millie West. Our 2023 school vice captains are Ben Burgess, Mia Cuff, Imogen Stewart, and Claudia Thorne. Our 2023 school captains are Sean Lunny, and Keely Parker. Please give them a round of applause, our 2023 leaders. All done, guys, well done. To announce our school ducks, I now welcome Principal of the Senior School, Ms. Elise Bradford.
And so we come to the part of the evening, our most prestigious academic award in 2022 is, of course, our PBC Ducks. You can see the names written in the hall before you that go down in our academic records. Please welcome back to the stage to present the Ducks Award, PNC President, Miss Melanie Allen, on behalf of the Costigan family, Miss Kelly Trigger, and Mr. Alan Merlihan, Branch Manager of the Tugun Bendigo Bank. Welcome. We would like to sincerely thank Mrs. Costigan and the late Mr. Costigan, long-time supporters of our school and sponsors of the perpetual PBC Ducks Trophy. The Costigans will be represented on stage by Kelly Trigger, herself a good friend and long-time supporter of our school. We would also like to acknowledge that in 2022, the Bendigo Bank Platinum PBC Alliance partner, have continued as sponsors to award the Ducks a $1,000 cash prize. Our P&C will be supporting the runner-up Ducks in 2022 with their prize. The PBC Ducks is decided from an order of merit and several ATAR predictions based on several different platforms. These predicted ATARs are generated based on a student's best 5 subjects, taking into account each subject's historical weightings, as determined each year by the Queensland Tertiary Admissions Centre. As always, our Year 12s have achieved absolutely phenomenal results. However, 2 students have stood out above the rest. These students are sitting somewhere in the audience, so we may need to pause for them to get to stage. The 2022 runner-up Ducks is Maximus Barber. I can see someone jogging towards me. Here he comes. We'll give him a second to get here. We'll test the fitness as well as the academic rigour. Congratulations. It now gives me great pleasure to announce that the 2022 Palm Beach Currumbin State High School Ducks is Jake Matsushita. We sincerely congratulate both winners in this category. Our school community is extremely proud of you and the results that you continue to produce. We wish you the best of luck in your upcoming exams and hope that you can sustain the great results that you have already achieved. We look forward very much to adding your names to our prestigious honour board, although we may need to find some more space, Mr. Capra, because our honour boards are becoming more full. Thank you, Mr. Capra, and our fellow dignitaries, and once again, congratulations to Maximus and Jake. And as is a fun tradition of our school, to officially close tonight's ceremony, we now welcome 2023 incoming school captains that were announced just moments ago, so we like to put them to the test early in what will be their first official duty as leaders of our proud school. Congratulations, 2023 school captains. Please welcome Sean Lunny and Keely Parker to the stage.
Congratulations to all the award recipients tonight. I'm very much looking forward to working with all the school leaders in 2023. I'm sure you'll agree that with this team, PBC has a bright future ahead.
Thank you to all of our classmates and teachers who supported our selection. We will do everything we can to live up to our roles, and thank you for your trust. This concludes our ceremony for the evening. Congratulations to all the award winners, and thank you for all for coming to celebrate another successful year at PBC.
Good evening, safe travels, see you next year.